spiritual,
Vigilant is inspiring.
Strategic.
driven,
Visionary.
Committed.
He's energetic.
Compassionate.
knowledgeable.
One of the things that's inspired me about Joe is after a long, successful career in education, to retire at age 60, he easily could have said, well, I'm done, and decided he was going to relax and travel and do things he hadn't been able to do for the many decades he'd been working. But to focus on a group of children and their families who are probably the least of these in our society, who have significant challenges, and to devote the next 12 years of his life to improving their situation is in fact inspiring.
Sometimes it takes retirement to provide the inspiration to do great things.
It came to me at a point in my life where I was trying to figure out what I could do. Knowing what I know about education, knowing what I know about children after 40-some years in all different kinds of capacities of education, public education, higher education. Where could I use that knowledge to continue to get satisfaction in the community? And it became apparent to me that probably the people least served in a community are homeless people. There were enough people that wanted to get involved in that we started the Homeless Children's Education Fund. So upon retirement, after we paid all the bills of my retirement party and all of that, we had $7,000 left, and so that became the starting of the homeless fund. So over a period of 3 or 4 years, every shelter that had space, we created a learning center, and each one was better. We went out and raised the money and was able to fully equip it, fully develop a software library so that the children could figure out we could figure out what grade level they were at, and they could work after school on the computers. The next stage was to get volunteer tutors, and that evolved into raising some money that we were able to pay some professional reading teachers. So today I can tell you that there are 17 shelters, 10 of them have a learning center. We have paid teachers after school in most of them, and in the other shelters that do not have a learning center, we have a resource center, fully equipped library, and every kid who comes into a shelter receives a library card, electronic library card, so they can actually access the library through the computers.
The Homeless Children's Education Fund has provided many great services to needy children, and Joe has been there every step of the way.
I learn from him almost every day. I work pretty closely with him, being the office manager. He just comes off very, very lively, very caring, very compassionate for the work that he's doing. He's in his 70s, retired, and he's still going as if he's 30 years old. He could be living in Florida, on the beach, but he's here in Pittsburgh, and he's working to just make the lives for these children, better.
He inspires many children, but the inspiration goes both ways.
Well, I think the children inspire me. The children inspire me. The fact that when I look at them and see the potential and also see the challenges before them and know what I know about education, I'm inspired to share that with them and make the necessary connections so that they can get out of that situation and have a better life.
Joe doesn't get monetary benefits. What he does get is something better.
Great satisfaction. Great satisfaction, and it's just an enormous internal good feeling about making a contribution for the least among us. I have never had a feeling as strong as I feel about that. It's incredible.